and all those things. And it was great to have you guys there because it made it much more easy, a lot easier for us to come in and play. As opposed to going there and just trying to figure it out by not watching people. Watching people is a great way of learning, and that's what we did.
Well, we actually we did it a little bit more difficult that first year. We had to go down to the wire the last weekend of the season because we were looking for a repeat as well. And we got knocked off the last day of the season by the Giants up in San Francisco. It was still a terrific year. We would have been in the playoffs regardless because of a wild card. Back then, it was only winners move forward. Yeah. But it was a great year for you. It would be the last year that we would play together because that officially did break up the infield. Mm-hmm. And then they were ushering in all the new stars that they had hoped to be. Greg Brock and Mike Marshall and Candy Maldonado, yourself, your brother, Alejandro Pena. So I mean, it was it was a new era of young talent. And it was, a great start for you. You understood what it meant to be a Dodger. You learned that, going to the World Series is our goal. We want to win every year. We don't want to be just a team that improves on last year, gets out of the cellar, or develops into a contender. No, we've got higher sights for that. And that had to be extremely helpful. Because you learned how to play the Dodger way and knew and understood what the expectations were.
Well, and it wasn't just like when people watch the game and they see, they wanted to make sure that when people came up, they were ready to play. And for us, it was all the behind the scenes stuff that was impressionable for us, like how you guys prepared and like you said, raising the bar of expectancy every time you went out. Not just trying to get better than last year, or thankfully the team wasn't in the cellar and had to do those things that other organizations do. The level was already way up there, and I talk to guys now about looking back even all these years ahead. They said, "Man, the Dodger organization, they just did it every single year. They brought it all the time, and this was all built in way back before you were there and I was there, and before." The expectation for the organization was always high, steeped in pitching and power. And man, you guys showed us how to do it. And, we won another one in '88. So It was a good thing.
Yeah. Well, I always felt that, I came into the best possible situation I could be in. I wanted to win. They had a history and tradition that was really rich. I wanted to carve my way as an individual player. If you remember the walls in Vero Beach, all the subliminal messages that were left behind, all the great players, individual players, the great teams that came before us. Yes. Without saying anything, the expectations were staring you in the face every single time you walked down the hall. And I wanted to have my picture, much like you wanted to have your picture up there. And you wanted to have your team, the world championship team, up there. We all wanted to and were capable of, as it turns out, of carving out our own little history and tradition within the history and tradition. And I'm very proud about that.
Well, what else I liked about it too is it seems like that group that you guys had, the draft years in the 60s and the late 60s, early 70s, were just unbelievable. The talent that you guys had, even changing positions, like Davey and Billy Russell were outfielders. I believe you were a catcher at Washington, and then all you guys came up. You changed positions. You talk about athletic and being able to change and then be that great in the big leagues. That to me was way ahead of their time. I mean, you see guys some guys do that now. Some guys play multiple positions. But you guys had a bunch of phenomenal athletes, fast as hell on the base paths, power, all that. And you guys kind of put this puzzle together of, now you'd be better at third, Say better than maybe Russell would be better at short. And, Davey Lopes, great arm he has in center field. Let's put him at second, and Garvey from third will go to first. I mean, putting that together with that infield, that was arguably the greatest infield ever.
I refer to it more as the longest running and most successful infield in Major League history, because I really don't want to try and touch were we the greatest. I feel like there might be a case for a team that didn't do all the things that we did, maybe played a couple of years together rather than 8.5. Thinking about it, the chore of having to babysit those guys for 8.5 years, and you got to be individually successful. You have to stay injury free. Your team has to play well and win.
Right.
We pretty much destroyed the farm system for infielders coming into the infield for 10 years. And it's a misleading statistic because we had a lot of kids, a lot of young players who had to go find their way to the major leagues in another organization. So, we still had to. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Bobby, and
Great
it's
athlete.
yeah, and Buckner was here. He was one of my best friends. I have more stories about him than I do anybody else. And he was only there for a few short years before he went on to the Cubs, and then he went to the Red Sox. And I always loved Billy Buck. He got 27.
Ron, I'll tell you what. I spent some time with Billy. God rest his soul.
Yeah.
When we were on those Nike trips.
Oh, yeah.
And Buckner, I used to love to shoot with him because I grew up shooting, because I grew up on a farm out here.
He loved to hunt. Yeah.
He loved to hunt, and we did the trap shooting, and that dude would never miss. It was like, is this real? The guy would never miss. His hand-eye coordination was off the chart.
You remember that trip?
You remember that
trip? You remember that one trip that we had on the cruise? And we got off on the islands, but they had skeet shooting going on.
Yes,
right.
Yeah.
And I learned how to skeet shoot. That was a lot of fun.
You never did that?
No, I never shot. I was not a hunter. I was never a hunter. Yeah. But yeah, I had a lot of fun shooting the skeet. That was great. Yeah. All right, we're going to get back into more of your show, the scam. I want to talk about the postseason, obviously the World Series, Dodgers winning back-to-back championships. When we return we'll see about that right after this message. Stay with us. Steve Sachs is coming back.
Keep listening for details on how to get up to $300 airline credit. Sky Holidays introduces a one-of-a-kind air credit program. Our buying team got a little too aggressive in getting hotel and air deals, so now we have to liquidate our prices. Here's how. Whether you want to go to Paris, Las Vegas, London, Atlanta, Hawaii, or anywhere else in the world, we have amazing deals. Book a selected hotel and we'll give you up to $300 airline credit. Now you can book your vacation and get a free credit to use towards airline travel. We'll book both, airline and hotel, with one simple phone call. We have access to most airlines and deals on thousands and thousands of places to stay. Call right now, book your hotel rooms, claim your airline credit. You can change or modify it at any time. 800-256-4816. 800-256-4816.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local live events. Tune in and be a part of their live weekly shows, as well as all of the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the GDFL. Find them at westernreserveradio.com. Tune in and the Live 365 app to be a part of the area's sports conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio and on Twitter at WR_radio.
Welcome to Calvin's Barbershop.
You all gotta see this.
I don't even want to know what you're looking at on that phone.
Well, you should. I was learning about the dangers of high blood pressure and that we need to get ours checked regularly. High blood pressure can increase the risk of heart attack or stroke, but this text program can help keep it at a healthy range. Just text barbershop to 97779 to sign up.
I'll get right on it as soon as I'm done with this baby panda video.
Text Barbershop to 97779. A message from the American Heart Association and the Ad Council.
It may be hard to believe, but people just like you are already saving money. FeedThePig.org makes it easy. Their simple savings plan teaches you how to start saving without going overboard. So you don't need to start foraging wild berries.
I was skeptical, but these are actually pretty good.
You don't need to sell your soul to the devil.
$15 is the best I can do.
You just need FeedThePig.org. Don't get left behind. Get tips and tools at FeedThePig.org. Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Welcome to Calvin's Barbershop.
You all gotta see this.
I don't even want to know what you're looking at on that phone.
Well, you should. I was learning about the dangers of high blood pressure and that we need to get ours checked regularly. High blood pressure can increase the risk of heart attack or stroke, but this text program can help keep it at a healthy range. Just text barbershop to 97779 to sign up.
I'll get right on it as soon as I'm done with this baby panda video.
Text Barbershop to 97779. A message from the American Heart Association and the Ad Council. Welcome to Calvin's Barbershop.
You all gotta see this.
I don't even want to know what you're looking at on that phone.
Well, you should. I was learning about the dangers of high blood pressure and that we need to get ours checked regularly. High blood pressure can increase the risk of heart attack or stroke, but this text program can help keep it at a healthy range. Just text barbershop to 97779 to sign up.
I'll get right on it as soon as I'm done with this baby panda video.
Text Barbershop to 97779. A message from the American Heart Association and the Ad Council.
It's important to plan ahead for emergencies, like the storm. When it kicked in, we had a plan.
Separated.
We were able to get in touch with each other in no time.
Idea how to find each other.
The whole experience was fine.
the most frightening 10 hours of my life.
If there's one piece of advice I'd offer other moms out there, it's to stay calm and keep to the plan.
Message.
Some parents plan ahead, some don't. Make sure you know where to find your family in an emergency. Start your plan at ready.gov. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Yeah, I saw Wilson play out at Thousand Oaks. His dad was coaching the club, and that was
his dad's Jack.
Yeah, and he played for the Pirates, and Jack's club. Thousand Oaks was in the same league as Calabasas was at the time, and so I got a chance to see him play a few times. And your second baseman, Muncie, too. The kid from Muncie.
They were teammates.
Anyway, let's go back to your talk show, Scam. This is something that you do in postseason, and it's through 570 AM radio, and you come on before the Dodger Talk show, and tell us a little about that.
So, Ron, I got an opportunity to do this. This is my 9th year in doing this with the Dodger flagship show, AM 570 LA Sports, and it started out as just a kind of a one-off. Doing it 9 years ago. We talk radio from 6 to 9 a.m. And it preempts the other shows because 6 a.m. is about as early as you can get some listenership because people are getting ready for work and in their car and. That's the best time, as they call it, drive time. Mm-hmm. And so we're just talking baseball. We're talking about the Dodgers, and this is only in postseason. Okay, so given that, but it's just really taken off. It's been gaining momentum every year, and really this last year, when we've had some lapses in time, the Dodgers had almost a week off. We had to fill content. During that time, and I think that's when it really took off. We were having outstanding shows with no games. We were talking about other stuff, and so we talked football, we talked whatever, and so the show really gained a lot more momentum than we had the games to talk about. it was almost ancillary to all the other things that we were talking about. So it really took off the last couple years, and the host is Tim Cates. Tim does a marvelous job. He's one of the best hosts I've ever worked with. And it's just a lot of fun. So it's the acronym Sachs and Cates.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchangers to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
You're listening to WRDB, Western Reserve Digital Broadcasting, Youngstown, Warren, Salem, and around the world. Please stand by for a special presentation of Western Reserve Radio at westernreserveradio.com on the Live 365 network and the Live 365 app.
Back to the Sunrise Sports Complex here in Jackson Township, Ohio. Delta College Prep team. And for the Canton Akron Jets. It was Mason Doris that would get the first score of the game. He'd get the feed from Ollie Stagmeyer that will give the Jets the 1-0 lead. And then in the third period, Braden LaChance on a power play will convert with 3:08 left in the third period to give the Jets a 2-1 lead. The sole goal for Delta would come from Cohen Waldschmidt. That coming with 2:56 left in the third quarter. Hello, everyone. Jim Craven with you, along with Caitlin Mold, as we get ready to bring you game 2 of this doubleheader here on Western Reserve Radio 2. Of course, earlier on Western Reserve Radio at the Grove City Wolverines, picking up the 28-14 win over Case Western Reserve. They improve. They will move on. Two more weeks left in the PAC season. Also, the Ohio State Buckeyes, they get the win over Purdue. And the Youngstown State Penguins leading Southern Illinois right now by a score of 42-35. Right there at the Ice Castle in Youngstown. So good weekend here. Friday night, of course, we had high school playoff action as the McDonald Blue Devils knocked off the Warren JFK Eagles, and the Poland Bulldogs get the win over the Liberty Leopards. The Poland Bulldogs will head to Girard next week to take on Girard in a rematch of a regular season game, an outstanding game. Girard getting the 29-28 win. This game here again, game 2 of a doubleheader. As the Canton Akron Jets, they get the win and improve to 12-3 on the season. Delta dropped to 1-3 as a result of the early game. They will look to even that up. coming up in just a few minutes. We're going to step aside for a break. When we come back, we'll have the puck drop here at the Center Ice Sports Complex. You are listening to Canton Akron Jets Hockey here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia1 network.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier. Then make sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532. Are you tired of switching apps just to catch your favorite shows and live events? Say hello to the iMedia1 Network app, your one-stop destination for streaming and everything that matters. From national sports to exclusive local content, Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast are now all in one place, anytime, anywhere. Download the free iMedia1 Network app on iOS and Android and unlock the future of sports audio in the palm of your hand. The iMedia1 Network, your sports app in the Valley.
To the stations that are always ahead of the game. Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast. Youngstown, Ohio.
Back center right, we get ready for game 2 of this doubleheader. I want to remind you, over on Western Reserve Radio, Youngstown Phantoms back in action tonight, 5:45 airtime, just about 9 minutes from now. It will go live with the pregame show with the voice of the Phantoms, Matt Lipsack. And at 6:05, they will have the puck drop. It will be the Phantoms hosting the Sioux Falls Stampede. Phantoms get the 6-2 win over the Stampede last night. They're looking to sweep the weekend. Plenty of seats still available. 330-747-PUCK, 747-7825. Get tickets this season. Absolutely outstanding performances there by these young future stars of the National Hockey League. Of course, if you can't be there, you can catch all the action with the voice of the Phantoms, Matt Lipsack, across the iMedia1 network. You can download it for iOS and Android. It is free. Just moments away here from puck drop, as Canton Akron will look to go 13-3 on the season, 12-3 right now. Connor Mold got the win earlier. He stopped 27 out of 28. Alex Tech he took the loss, stopping 21 out of 23. We'll try to get you the numbers for the starting netminders here in the second game. For the Canton Akron Jets, Connor Mold started earlier. So Brent Jankowski dressed today as well, as the Canton Akron Jets will be in their all navy blue uniforms, navy blue jerseys and pants with the light blue and white detail. And for the Delta College Prep team, they will be in their regular black pants with the green and white stripes and the black helmets with the green detail. However, they will be wearing special cancer awareness jerseys today. They are pink and white with black numbers outlined in pink. Hopefully the numbers will be the same, that we won't change that. And it looks like in net for Delta will be Sean Charbonneau. He'll be in the net to our right. Canton Akron will be the net to our left. It will be Brent Jankowski getting the start for CAK. We are just seconds away from getting this one underway, as Braden Latance will take the face-off against Sebastian Benedetto. And this one's going to be chipped up over the glass already by Jack Barbieri. We'll get our first whistle just 7 seconds into the game. We apologize for the language. I don't know who that is, but all right, we'll drop this one to the right of Jankowski. Again, it'll be LaChance and Benedetto on the faceoff. Stagmeyer chipping this one down into the zone. Delta now going to pick it up along the near boards. LaChance stepping in, though. Tried to knock it away, but they'll have to battle for it. And we got a whistle here, and I believe we had an open door. So a safety issue. They will stop the clock with 14:34 left. So here in 26 seconds, not much has been going on. Stagmeyer to take the face off against Benedetto. This will be right at center. Delta will win this one cleanly. They'll send this one back D to D. Guadano will send it to the far side. Jack Pryor defensively from around the net, around Jankowski. Pryor with a nice move, shifting back and forth. He'll take a high hit, and no call on that as LaChance now trying to work down the ice, and he'll run into a couple of Delta players. Puck will come loose, and it'll be on the near wall. This game got a little chippy in the third period earlier. Puck up against the near board now. Can't Akron try to keep it in the zone. Doris feed it to LaChance. LaChance takes a shot. It's going to be knocked away by Sherbino. Through center now is it, and we're going to have a penalty coming up. And I think we can do is call this a clothesline. Lucas Milne taking down Jack Pryor, wrapped his arm around his neck and brought him down. And we'll see what the call is going to be on this. Didn't exactly get a signal on it. He came over to the scorer's table and they could say holding. I'm not sure that's exactly what I would have called on that. I would have called it a nice clothesline. Great if you're watching professional wrestling. Well executed. But here in a hockey game, I don't know. All right, so we'll drop this one to the right of Charbonneau. And Akron now on the power play here. 13:43 left. First period, you're just joining us. Sip sending it down low. Weaver sending it back out to Sip on the far border. Sip taking a shot. It's going to go off of a Delta player. Actually going to make it through traffic. And Charbonneau is going to wrap this one up. Sip took a shot. He went down, but he'll bounce right back up. Lucas Milne serving the penalty for Canton Akron. And they'll work in front of the net, in front of Charbonneau. Puck loose, though. It's going to head out the center. And Sip going to blow a tire. And it's going to be an opportunity for Jake Johnson. Johnson takes a shot. Blocker side saved by Jankowski. And it'll be swept away from the net by Braden LaChance. Stagmeyer now going to set up the Canton Akron offense from behind the net. LaChance will take it from Stagmeyer. Braden LaChance right down the middle of the ice here. Working to the left. He'll step back. Weaver, the Sip. Sip from the blue line. Just drop it down to Stagmeyer. Stagmeyer. Try to send it across ice. It's going to be tied up. And now it'll head down into the corner where Barbieri will pick it up. And it'll be Weaver. Trying to feed it into the zone. It's going to go in. Ricochets. Gage Weaver gets the goal. 12:44 left in the first period. And the Canton Akron Jets convert on the power play. They are 1 for 1. And it's 1-0 early. Weaver with the feed from Ollie Stagmeyer. And we're back to 5-on-5 here. 12:44 left here, first period. Craven, Morrow, Benson. Nicely. And Sif out for Canton Akron. Puck down low behind the net of Charbonneau. Delta will bring it out. They'll bring it through center. Benedetto trying to work around it, but Tyler Benson there too. Going to take up. Actually, puck going to come loose now. Trying to feed it in the slot. Craven going to sweep it away. They'll feed it back into the slot. Backhand. And it's going to go wide right of the cage. Aiden Linko with an opportunity there. Don't bounce. Canton Akron will bounce it off the boards. And he'll knock it loose. Craven going to step in. Delta got it back. Benson had a shot at it. And the puck's loose down in the corner. Delta player losing the stick. Craven's going to take him out. Craven's going to be wrestled to the ground, and now there's going to be a fight down in the corner. And it looks like Canton Akron's going to go right back to the power play. And it looks like roughing's going to be the call. Trying to get a number here. These jerseys are wrapped up behind the player. These special jerseys, a little harder to see. 11:54 left here, first period. That's going to be Aiden Lenko that's going to go to the box. 2 minutes for roughing. So, LaChance, Weaver, Stagmeyer, Sif, and Barbieri out on the power play for Canton Akron. Puck going to be knocked out to center. Sif will have to drag it all the way back to his defensive zone to reset it. Try to bounce it off the board. Try to get it to LaChance. Couldn't connect. And Delta will send this one down in the corner. Gage Weaver will set it up from behind the net. He'll drop it for LaChance. LaChance will return the favor and give it back to Weaver. Weaver through center. Working around a few Delta players. Has a free shot. And it's dropped it in the circle, but it's going to be redirected up into the ceiling. And the clock will stop with 11:24 on the board. 90 seconds left on the power play. Face off to come to the left of Charbonneau. And Dab for Canton Akron to take this black. Trying to keep it in the zone. He'll manage to do that. Dab from the far side into the circle. Trying to feed into the slot. Was looking for Chavold. Thor Chavold couldn't connect on that. Delta will clear this with 1:15 left on the man advantage for CAK. Black now up the far board. He'll reset. He'll draw past this, but not a great pass. Jake Johnson going to pick it up. He'll take the shot. Puck will go across the nose of Jankowski. Ethan Bell there trying to race Simpson to get to the puck. And Canton Akron now on the move. Dab taking a bounce against the boards. He'll be knocked off the puck by Milne. 47 seconds left on the power play for Canton Akron. Chavold will battle for the puck on the far side. Ethan Bell stepping in as well. Try to backhand it. It'll go behind the goal line behind Charbonneau. Delta sending it around the kick plate. And back out through the neutral zone. It'll go off the stick of Lucas Black. And Black will take his time getting to it as Jets will go for a change. 10:20 left here, first period. 25 seconds left on the power play. Time for one more play here on this man advantage. Black going to drop it for Weaver. Weaver working through center. He'll have Black in front of him. Weaver dropping it for Black. Black going to chip it down to Weaver, down in the corner. 9 seconds left on the power play. Back out to the blue line. Black takes a shot, and it's going to be stopped by Charbonneau. And with 1 second left, and bodies come together, and as punches are going to be thrown now. Clock stop with 9:55 left here in the first period. And I believe they're going to send Tony Guadagno, and we're trying to see who that was for Canton Akron. But I believe both of these guys are going to be headed to the box. And that's Jack Barbieri, one of the bigger bodies on the ice. So they will head to the box. Actually, 1 second. And actually, both these players will be dismissed. That's not going to help Canton Akron, as only 4 defensemen for Canton Akron, and Barbieri is one of them. So 3 defensemen left for the Canton Akron Jets. So Tony Guadagno and Jack Barbieri may be done for the day. We'll see. I'll try to get a word from our officials. As the officials right in front of the scoring table in front of us.
42 blue on Akron. 5-minute major. The game is conduct for fighting. 9 on Delta. 5-minute major for fighting. The game misconduct.
Okay, so both players with a 5-minute major and a misconduct. So that most likely May spell the end of the night for both of those gentlemen. Lucas Black over here discussing it with the officials, trying a little politicking maybe. Try to see if we can get a little reprieve. Lucas Black, the senior out of West Branch High School, trying to explain play-by-play exactly what happened, seeing if he can get a little bit of consideration here. 9:55 left here, first period. Jets would lead 1-0, 1 second left on the Canton-Akron power play. And no change from the officials, so give Lucas Black credit. He tried. Tony Guadagno and Jack Barbieri sent back to the locker rooms. Five minutes for fighting and a game misconduct. And still with 1 second left on the power play, Craven will come in. It'll be he, Weaver, Siff, Benson, and nicely as the power play will expire for Canton-Akron. We're back to 5-on-5 here. Weaver will send this D to Craven. Craven will have to reach out for it. Craven will send it back to Weaver on the near side. Weaver trying to feed Tyler Benson, but he was in. Collided with Matej Krajovic. Weaver now from the point takes a shot, and he'll shoot this one right into the chest of Sean Charbonneau. Jets with a 1-0 lead here, and it's been an eventful game here so far. We were well into the second period before we even saw any scoring earlier in the first game of the day. Dab to take the face off to the left of Charbonneau. Delta will send this around the kick plate. Craven trying to step in there. Delta had a shot at it, whiffed on the pass, but it'll be sent back out to center, and it'll be Milne. Milne taking a shot. Jankowski will push that one away. Puck will trickle back over to Brent Jankowski, and he will lock that one down with 9:20 left here, first period. Again, over on Western Reserve Radio, Youngstown Phantoms back in action, hosting the Sioux Falls Stampede tonight. As Braden LaChance will take the face-off to the left of Jankowski. Benedetto will take it for Delta. And Ollie Stagmeyer stepping in here. He'll take it a little bit of speed. He's going to have Doris to his left. He'll have to slow down after running into some resistance as LaChance tried to pick it up, but Delta now will have it, bringing it back through center. Stagmeyer chasing him down. It'll be Milne with the puck. To the right of Jankowski. Takes a shot. And Brent Jankowski stops that one. Jankowski, the senior, out of Hoover High School in North Canton. Face off now to the right of Jankowski. That'll be LaChance. Chance instantly going to send this one to the far side. Delta will have it. Ollie Stagmeyer putting on some pressure. Mason Doris as well. Delta now through center, but he'll have the puck knocked off his stick by LaChance. At center. Doris again will have it at the point. They'll keep it in, but Pryor pushing it back through center. He'll have Stagmeyer to his left. Stagmeyer will have to hold up till Pryor can get in. And then Pryor will have the puck knocked off his stick, but it'll go right back to him. And it was going to be offside calling it. Defensive change for Canton-Akron. Again, down to 3 defensemen here as Jack Barbieri is sent to the showers. We'll have to get some clarification on whether at this level he will be allowed back. So Lucas Black to take the face-off just outside the CAK offensive zone. And it'll end up on the board. Delta will drop it back. Delta winning the majority of these face-offs. It's Craven will try to send this one back down into the Jets offensive zone. And it's going to be offside. Or excuse me, icing by Craven. I thought he made it past the red line. He did not. At this point, I don't want to argue with the officials. They're handing out free penalties. All right. So Black with the face-off sends it out to the corner. Delta sending it around the kick plate. But CAK going to end up with it back out at the point, though. And it's going to be offside, and it
Delayed call here as Weaver tried to get it through traffic, but it'll end up on the stick of Winford Simpson. Simpson to the near side, trying to make it through the Canton Akron defense. Balestrino there for CAK. No offside here. Lucas Black was looking for it, called for it, didn't get it. Craven from behind the goal line will send it to the near side. That'll be Weaver. Weaver get it to Balestrino. He couldn't handle it. It'll ricochet off the board and head out to Simpson. Puck trickling back behind the net of Jankowski. And it's in the center and swept away by Jankowski. Craven now going to battle up against the boards with Lucas Milne. These two have already gone at it. Milne took the penalty for roughing earlier. Puck tied up to the right of Jankowski behind the goal line, nearly in the lower left corner. And Weaver will pull it out. And it'll make it past Ethan Bell. And we'll get the whistle. 7:25 left here, first period. High sticking call. And we will bring this puck down into the Jets' offensive zone. And it'll be nicely Pryor, Benson, Siff, and Morrow. Nicely with the face-off to the right of Charbonneau. Sent back behind the goal line. That'll be Bertrand with it. Picked up by Benedetto. He'll try to clear it out. Couldn't get it out. Shot by Benson. And it's going to go wide left. I think that Charbonneau got a piece of it with his blocker, but this time it'll be Waldschmidt trying to send it out to center. Delta going through the neutral zone. That'll be Farman. Tyler Benson now with an opportunity here. Works to the inside, takes a shot. It's going to go wide left. Siff trying to keep it in the zone, but he'll have to reset the Canton Akron offense out in the neutral zone. Swing back around. Send this one up for Max Morrow. Morrow, the former Newark General. Stepping up from the high slot. Takes a shot. Glove save. Beautiful save by Sean Charbonneau. Stops the clock with 6:40 left here first period. Jets with a 1-0 lead. Try to keep you updated on scores from Youngstown as well. Phantoms in action. As we'll have the face off to the left of Charbonneau. It'll be loose back around the kick plate out to the point. And Dab had it, but it will knocked off the stick. And Delta now will bring it through center. Benedetto with it, trying to work for the right of Jankowski. He'll take the shot. It'll go wide. Weaver from the far left corner. Working to the inside. Craven in front of Jankowski, trying to help him out. Shot from the point, going to go wide right. Weaver now setting up the puck from behind the net of Jankowski. Try to get it to Craven. And set back then into the slot. Deacon Johnson on the ice for Canton Akron. They'll send it down into the Canton Akron offensive zone. And Weaver will send us back down. Almost taking a shot from center ice, but Farman taking a shot from the near board here, and Jankowski will stop that. And the clock will stop at 5:35 left in the first period. Face-off to come to the right of Jankowski. It'll ricochet out towards center. Stagmeyer will get it to Doris. Doris working to the inside. Has 3 jerseys in front, or pink jerseys in front. I'm going to say green, but back out. And a one-timer. And then it's good. Morrow fan on the shot. As it's going to be a 2-on-1 now for Delta. They'll take the shot. Jankowski will stop it. And he'll cover it up, and the clock will stop at 5:12. Left in the first period. Face off to come to the left of Jankowski. No battle for possession on the far side. We'll try to work it through. Contact all the way through here. Canton Akron puts on the pressure, and it'll sail through center ice. Jack Pryor, the closest one to it. Delta will send it back. Lucas Black, though, going to catch it and send it back into the Jets' offensive zone. Jets will have to vacate, and they'll be able to re-enter the zone now. Puck loses. Delta will feed it right in the middle of the ice. Easy for me to say. Milne on the near side had it. He'll run into 2 blue jerseys. Puck will come loose, and they will send it up and into the ceiling, and the clock will stop at 4:34 left here in this first frame. Jets with a 1-0 lead. Try to keep you updated on all the action at the Cavelli Center as well. Face off to the right of Jankowski. It'll be nicely for CAK. Aiden Lenko for Delta. Working around a Weaver, sending it to the near boards. Craven trying to clear it. He'll work it through the near board. Have it poked off his stick and sent back behind Jankowski. Weaver there, though. And he'll take a bump from Lenko. Puck loose behind the goal line, be to the far side. And it'll be sent to Benson. It was in a circle. And Craven will give a shot, and he'll give it one to Benedetto. And Sif will work through the zone. He'll wait for some help. Drop distance Benson. Benson going to take a shot. Blocker side save by Charbonneau. Benson from the left of Charbonneau. Working around his left side behind the net. He'll lose the puck. Picked up by CAK. Sent back out to the point to Weaver. Weaver from the top of the circle. Take the shot. Another stop by Charbonneau. Weaver again from the right behind the goal line. We'll take the shot from Grishkovic. Excuse me. And Benson will keep this one in. And Delta will pick it up and send it out to Craven. Craven going D to D. He'll send it to Weaver to the far side, who will send it right into the belly of Charbonneau. Charbonneau will set it up for his offense. 3:16 left here, first period. Team's going, well, Delta going for a change. Craven bring this around the net. We'll send it across ice. He'll get this out to Deacon Johnson. Johnson trying to take it up the board. He'll get past the Delta player, but it'll be poked off his stick. And Pryor will send it into the zone. Jets will have to vacate. And Delta trying to battle it out. Finally get it out to center. And that's going to be Johnson. Johnson from the left of Jankowski will feed it in the slot. Jack Pryor, the only one there for CAK, though. Deacon Johnson working to the inside. Has Dab next to him. And was knocked off the puck. And now it's Pryor one-on-one with Lucas Milne. Pad save by Jankowski. Puck to the far side. Back out to the point. And Delta couldn't control it. That would be Klusak. And it'll go up into the benches. The clock will stop with 2:16 remaining here in the first period. Jets with a 1-0 lead. Puck drop just outside the Jets' defensive zone. Be Ollie Stagmeyer taking it for Canton Akron. Simpson for Delta. Puck will drift back into the Delta defensive zone. And they'll battle for it behind the goal line. Stagmeyer stepping in there, try to keep it into the zone, but Walschmidt will clear it. And Craven now sending across ice, takes a shot, blocker side save. Craven attempted to go D to D, but was intercepted. Dangerous pass by the senior out of Poland Seminary. Doris now from the near side, trying to work inside. Works one pass, one Delta player, feeds it, tried to get it to LaChance. LaChance took the shot, but didn't get all of it. And from the slot, takes a shot, it'll go wide left of the cage. Craven keeping it into the zone. He'll send it back down behind the goal line. They'll drop it to Black. Black behind the net. And now Weaver from the upper right corner. Trying to feed somebody, looking for LaChance. LaChance will pick it up behind the goal line left of Charbonneau. Working around the net. Is LaChance. Feeding it to Weaver. Weaver takes a shot. And it's going to go off Charbonneau and high above his head. They'll send it all the way down. Icing coming up against Delta. Braden LaChance, the senior out of Uniontown High School. Having quite the senior year here so far. Face off to come to the right of Charbonneau. Black to take it for CAK. Moves to the right, send it around the kick plate. Jack Pryor there. Won't make it all the way to him. But the puck is loose, and Delta will bring it out to center. A lot of contact here as Benedetto working it. Can't work through Black. And Pryor. Pryor now going to chase it down in the upper left corner. He'll run down the far wall. Chip and try to get it to Ethan Bell. Bell have to pick it up behind the goal line with an opportunity. 25 seconds left here, first period. As the first period ticks down here, an eventful one it has been. Takes a shot high over the net for Tyler Benson. Morrow trying to feed somebody in the slot. Nobody there. It'll head to the far wall. 12 seconds left in the period. From the circle right of Charbonneau. Delta with the puck. One last rush here. 5 seconds left. As they'll take a shot to be swallowed up by Jankowski as we come to the end of the first period. Barber with an opportunity here. And after one, the Canton Akron Jets with a 1-0 lead. We'll step aside for a quick timeout. You are listening to Canton Akron Jets hockey here on Western Reserve Radio 2, part of the iMedia1 network.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier. Then make sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Passion, talent, development. NCAA hockey offers all that, and its players graduate at a 90% rate. Joe Pavelski.
Backhand scores! Wow, what a goal!
Johnny Gaudreau. And Torrey Krug were stars on campus before the NHL stage. Whether you are a fan or a player, nothing compares to college hockey. Visit collegehockeyinc.com and follow @collegehockey.
Champions of the college hockey world!
Someone's got to set the tone out there, boys. Someone's got to set it.
The station that sets the tone for Youngstown Phantoms hockey is Western Reserve Radio. WRDB, The Scourge.
Jankowski will go into the net to our right. Sean Charbonneau to our left. Jets with a 1-0 lead. Jets converting on a power play. Take the 1-0 lead, and Jets down to 3 defensemen now, as it'll be Weaver and Craven out on the ice. Nicely taking it into the zone off the faceoff. Charbonneau going to sweep it back out to Sif. Sif keeping it in. Sif will lose it, and he'll head back out to center. And we're going to get a whistle. And are we getting a roughing call? Okay, another roughing call coming up against Delta. Something on the backside of the play. We didn't see that. As they send Sebastian Benedetto to the box. We were puck watching, so officials starting to crack down here as the Canton Akron Jets go back to the man advantage. LaChance taking the face-off to the left of Charbonneau. Weaver, Bell, LaChance, Sif, and Stagmeyer on the power play. Puck now behind the goal line to the right of Charbonneau. Trying to find somebody to feed. LaChance there. Can't work past Milne. Back out to the blue line. Sif. He'll shift it back down to the circle to his right. Sif will be pushed out, and the puck will get out of the zone. And Sif being pushed around. He'll take the shot, shoulder shot. But he was able to manage to get it out to Bell. Bell sending across ice to LaChance. LaChance into the zone. He'll take the shot, but it's going to be redirected and go right to the cage. Weaver from the circle to the left, to our left. We'll feed this back down. We'll get it to Bell. Bell to Weaver. Weaver on the left side of, or the right side of Charbonneau. Puck bouncing around in front of the net, and it'll be pushed back out here, and Delta will clear this one. Jankowski will stop it at the goal line, and he will set it up for Gage Weaver. 13:41 left here, second period. 54 seconds left on the man advantage for Canton Akron. Weaver gliding through center. He'll work down the near wall. He'll have Bell, Stagmeyer, and Blackout with him. Weaver looking for somebody to feed in the slot. And it'll be Black that'll keep it in at the blue line. Feed it down into the circle. Stagmeyer with an opportunity to take a shot. Feeds it back across. Gets it to Weaver. Weaver with his second goal of the game. Second power play conversion. Jets take a 2-0 lead. That coming with 13-12 left in the second period. Gage Weaver with the hot hand on the power play. He gets the feed from Ollie Stagmeyer. The defenseman out of Strasburg High School, the senior, or as is affectionately known as Stras Vegas. Jets take a 2-0 lead. Dab to take the faceoff against Simpson. Delta with the win. They are consistent in the faceoffs. Delta dropping it to the near side, takes a shot, and it's going to go off the body of Max Morrow. Morrow able to send it to the slot. Errant pass and a shot on goal, and a great stop by Jankowski. Glove save. Cohen Waldschmidt taking the shot. Wide-eyed. Knew he had that one, but Jankowski with the robbery. So as our official said, and officially it will be Gage Weaver from Ollie Stagmeyer and Lucas Black. As we'll drop this one to the left of Jankowski on the blue line. Klusak took a shot, went off a CAK player, and now Dab looking to feed Chavold into the slot, but it's going to be redirected to the far side. Simpson trying to send it out, but it'll be pushed down by Morrow. Morrow thought he was kind of cheap shotted and let him know about it. As the puck sails out, it'll be Pryor. Pryor working to the inside. Well, the puck knocked off his stick. Now it's going to be a 2-on-1 for Delta. He'll take the shot, and it's going to be pushed away by Jankowski and picked up by Thor Chavold. Chavold have this one. He'll be slowed down, but he'll backhand this puck down into the Jets' offensive zone. Chavold, the sophomore out of Jackson High School, right here in Jackson Township. Puck still in the zone. It's going to creep out to center and be picked up by Johnson. Johnson down the near board. Will lose the puck as Morrow will cut him off. Sif battling for it. He'll take a few shots, and we're getting a penalty coming up. And I think they're going to have Jake Johnson for a check from behind. Took a couple of shots at Sif. Sif's head went into the boards as Jankowski started to head to the bench, but we're going to get a whistle with 11:39 left in the second period. Jets are going to go back to the power play. Daniel Sif just coming off an injury. All right, so they're going to send Jake Johnson to the box. And I believe that is going to be checking from behind as the official tries to explain to him why you cannot ram his head into the wall several times. Who doesn't need an explanation on that? Well, chance for the faceoff to the right of Charbonneau. Weaver at the point. Send us back down to the circle. We'll get it to Bell. Bell cross out to the blue line. Get it to Sif. Sif dropping into the circle to the left of Charbonneau. Back out to the blue line. Sif trying to find an option. Takes a shot. Had a glove save, and Charbonneau dropped it, and it's still loose. So Bell now from behind the goal line. Sending out to the circle to our near side. Sif walking the blue line. He'll send it to the far side. Stagmeyer setting it up. Back into the circle. Circle to the right of Charbonneau. Weaver. 2 goals already in the power play. Feeds it in the slot looking for LaChance. Couldn't connect on it. And it's going to be swept away by Aiden Lenko. Sif. Didn't see Lenko there. He was chasing him down. He'll take a shot from behind, but Stagmeyer will hold on to the puck, and he'll drop this for LaChance. LaChance with some speed through center. He'll work that right down the middle. Drift off to the right side, and he'll have to reset. And the puck will head down there, and it's going to be a race as Jankowski, though, will come out of net, and he will send it to the far side to get it out to Weaver. Weaver feeding out the center, tried to get it to Doris, but lost the puck, and a shot on goal by Aiden Lenko from the blue line. And Canton Akron with 48 seconds left here on the power play. 10:24 left in the second period. Have a 2-0 lead. Weaver being pressured by Milne. Weaver now redirect. He'll come back to the near side. Work his way down the boards. Into the zone. He'll have Chavold in the slot. Takes a shot. And it's going to drift away. I don't think that Charbonneau saw it, but in that case, better lucky than good. Delta taking it through center now. Doris in front. Wild shot by Delta, but it'll be sent back into the Jets' offensive zone. Walschmidt. He'll lose the puck to Dab. Dab taking a shot, wrapped around, and it was going to be Chabot looking for the rebound shot. Couldn't get to it. Black there as well. Doris from behind the net now, trying to set something up. Delta will clear the penalty. We're back to 5-on-5. Chabot from behind the net, trying to battle for it for CAK. Doris will step in. And puck still loose in the lower left corner. Delta through center. This will be Johnson. Johnson taking a shot. Secondary shot. And it'll be stopped by Jankowski. Puck still loose. Jankowski out of the net. And it'll drift over to the upper right corner from where we are. Black now tying the puck up from behind. He'll lose this. And Milne now sending it back out to the circle. Takes a shot. And it's going to be stopped by Jankowski. The clock will stop with 8:57 left in the second period. Jets with a 2-0 lead. We'll try to keep you up to date on the Youngstown Phantom score as well. And right now, in Youngstown, the Stampede have a 2-1 lead over our Phantoms. Puck to the right of Jankowski. They'll take a shot from the circle. Knocked away by Jankowski. Fed out to Tyler Benson. Benson going to race down to the opposite end for it. Rossi nicely going to reach in and pick it off, but Jake Johnson there to knock him off the puck. CAK from the blue line. Craven taking a shot. It's going to bounce, and it's going to go wide right of the cage. Contact there behind the goal line. There's the puck now loose, and Delta bringing out the center. Craven there, though, redirecting it. And Delta, again, will send this one down. Dan Siff will have this in his own defensive zone for CAK. He'll send it to the far side. Didn't see Aiden Lenko coming off the bench, but now Jack Pryor takes a shot, and it's going to take a bouncing hit into Charbonneau. We'll redirect it. And back in her. Craven will keep it in, but it'll be Delta with the possession, and they will chip it down ice. Jankowski will stop it right in front of the net. Stagmeyer working up the near boards, sending it through center, trying to get it to Doris. And it'll be Charbonneau that's going to cover this one up and stop the clock with 7:31 left. And after an update here in Youngstown at the Cavelli Center, the Youngstown Phantoms trailing the Sioux Falls Stampede 4-2 in the first period. 6 goals in the first period in downtown Youngstown. If you like offense, there you go. Oh, I take that back. Dave corrected me. It is 0-0, not 4-2. Shots on goal. He added that into the scoreboard. All right, Dave Ferris. That man can create anything. So I stand corrected on that. LaChance to take the face-off to the left of Charbonneau. As Stagmeyer will send this out to Morrow. Morrow going to take the shot. Charbonneau tried for the glove save. It'll go off the tip of his glove and into the upper left corner. Canton Akron from behind the goal line. They'll battle for it. Doris drop passing this one over for Ollie Stagmeyer. Stagmeyer back out to the blue line. Morrow looking for an option. He'll have to spin around. He'll get around Brem. And the puck slapped away. And this should be icing coming up against Delta. With 6:53 left in the second period. 2-0 lead for the Canton Akron Jets. Both goals come by way of a power play score, both by Gage Weaver. So Lucas Black in to take this draw to the right of Charbonneau. He'll take this against Benedetto. Balestrino in there. He'll chip it in. It'll go off the pad of Charbonneau. Delta through center. Craven one-on-one. And he will force Lenko to chip this one back down into the zone. Balestrino on the near side will have it for CAK. He'll feed it to Craven. Craven on the boards. He'll take a bump. It'll come loose. And it'll be Lucas Black with an opportunity here. He has Bell behind him. Working to the inside. Feeds it to Bell. Bell couldn't get the shot off. Black colliding with Bertrand. Trying to get Craven. Takes a shot, and it's going to go off the chest of Aiden Lenko. Puck to the inside. Balestrino reaching in, trying to keep it into the zone. Craven, though, drifted back. And it'll be Craven going D to D. He'll send this one to Jack Pryor on the far side. Pryor chip it in the zone, but Delta will pick it up. They'll do the same. They'll go D to D and try to chip it out, but Sebastian Dabb right there. Had a shot. Going to go wide for Canton Akron. Delta trying to work to the inside. Craven gets in the way, and he'll knock off Klein off the path and across the ice. The puck will go to Dabb. Dabb by himself. He'll take the shot. Glove side save. Knocked it away. Did Charbonneau, but the Jets were going for a change. Chavold right there. Keeping it. Managed to keep it in the zone. And they're going to battle for it in the slot. Backhanded shot attempted by Dabb. It drifted right of the cage. And it'll be Morrow that'll keep it in the zone. Back around the kick late behind Charbonneau. And Delta will send it right back around. Morrow there as well. Morrow just sending it back around. More like a pinball game than a hockey game right now. Contact there on the near board. And Chavold will knock down Lenko. Puck loose. Chavold from behind Charbonneau now. Upper left corner. Trying to find somebody out. Has Morrow out there, but it's going to drop past it to Deacon Johnson behind the net. Chavold against the near board. He'll look to get this to Weaver. Weaver walking the blue line. Takes the shot. And it couldn't make it through traffic. Delta now through center. Trying to work around Gage Weaver. Simpson with the shot. And they're going to get the score. .429 left here, second period. Delta College Prep gets on the board. Winfred Simpson
11-28.
with the goal. He'll get the assist from Jonas Farman. I'm liking this crowd mic now. We'll have the face-off at center. It'll be Rossi Nicely taking it for CAK. Simpson for Delta. Benson stepping through to redirect the puck. Redirect it to Delta, but Sif will pick it up at center. Sif will be knocked off the puck. He'll get the puck back from Pryor. Charbonneau from behind the net now under some pressure. And Rossi Nicely right there as well. And the puck loose on the far side. Sif with a spinning shot. A shot or a pass, but another attempt with a blocker side save by Charbonneau. Tyler Benson from the near wall, lower left corner. He'll take a bump from Klein. Delta with the puck, but Rossi Nicely staying right on it. Sif attempting to deliver a shot, but he whiffed on that, hit the boards. From the high slot, takes a shot over the net. As Craven now out with Pryor defensively. Jets are down one defenseman. Sif through center, and we're going to get a whistle as we got a penalty coming up. We had some stick holding there. And they're going to send Tyler Benson to the box for hooking. 3:24 left here, and Delta will go to their first power play of the night. And an update from downtown Youngstown. With 8:49 left in the first period. Youngstown Phantoms. They bury one. It's 1-0 in favor of the Phantoms. Phantoms looking to make it 2 in a row against the Sioux Falls Stampede. Face off to the left of Jankowski. Delta working the blue line now. Benedetto looking to take a shot, but it's going to redirected and pushed. He'll palm it down. Could have been a hand pass there. I'm not sure to give a little benefit of the doubt on that. And the puck will end up in the bench of the Delta College Prep team. Easy for me to say. That's okay. Just had a stroke. So 3:06 left here, second period. 1:42 left on the power play for Delta. And they will drop this just outside of the Jets' offensive zone. Braden LaChance out with Bell, Weaver, and Morrow. LaChance trying to work to the inside. Was looking for a shorthanded goal. Delta, though, will reach in, grab it, take it away. Back to center. LaChance again picking up the ricocheted puck, and he'll chip it down right in front of the net of Charbonneau. He'll stop it and set it up for Lenko. Klein now down in near board. He'll try to work past LaChance and Weaver. He'll have to hold up at the blue line. Try to find a teammate there. He'll find Simpson. Simpson working to the inside. He'll work to the far circle. Back out there. And poked away by CAK. And Delta will have to vacate and reset as Jankowski will cover this one up with 57 seconds left on the man advantage. First penalty kill of the night for CAK here in the second game. 2:21 left, second period. LaChance and Milne to take the face-off to the right of Jankowski. And again, Delta will win this one. They'll work it to the high slot and into the near circle. From the left of Jankowski, takes a shot, stopped by Brent Jankowski with 46 seconds left on the Delta power play. 2:10 left on the game clock here in the second period. LaChance, Black, Morrow, and Weaver out on the ice. It's Klein now from the blue line. Looking for an option. He'll drop it back to the near side here. Lenko taking the shot and stopped by Jankowski. 35 seconds left on the power play. So Lucas Black to take the face off against Simpson to the left of Jankowski. And the puck bounced around here. Finally, Delta will get possession of it. Simpson will take the shot from the left side. Knocked away by Jankowski. Puck on the far side now. That'll be Lucas Milne with it. Try to feed it into the circle. Was looking to get it to Simpson. From the near right corner, back out to the blue line. That'll be Lenko trying to set it up. Black stepping in there. Caused a little confusion. Now Lenko will have to take it down behind the goal line himself. Working to the right of Jankowski. Drops it to the circle on the far side to the right. Takes a shot. It's going to take an awkward bounce and went around the net. And CAK will be back to 5 men on the ice here. We'll clear that penalty. Lucas Black with an opportunity down there. He'll have the puck taken away, and it'll settle against the near board Tyler Benson there. Benson just coming out of the box. Delta will set up from behind the net. Stagmeyer there defensively, putting on some pressure. Darce as well. Out to center. Johnson from the far side, working through the circle. He'll have the puck knocked away by Jack Pryor into the near right corner. Morrow trying to set it up, but he'll be knocked off there. It'll be Milne with the puck now. Milne sent it back out, and it'll be sent backwards by Waldschmidt. Cohen Waldschmidt. Deacon Johnson now with the puck on the near boards. He'll come through center, trying to chip it up to Ollie Stagmeyer. But Jason Bertrand in the way. Nobody with possession here. A little hit on the far side. Has some contact. As Doris try to get to the puck. Craven just coming off the bench. He'll chip this one back down in the zone. They'll keep it in. Craven at the blue line. Deacon Johnson taking a shot. Went wide left of the cage. And that'll bring us to the end of the second period here at the Center Ice Sports Complex. After 2, Canton Akron Jets, they'll take a 2-1 lead into the ice cut. You are listening to Canton Akron Jets hockey here on Western Reserve Radio 2, a part of the iMedia1 network. We're going to step aside for a quick break. We'll be right back.
Passion, talent, development. NCAA hockey offers all that, and its players graduate at a 90% rate. Joe Pavelski.
Backhand scores! Wow, what a goal!
Johnny Gaudreau. And Torrey Krug were stars on campus before the NHL stage. Whether you are a fan or a player, nothing compares to college hockey. Visit collegehockeyinc.com and follow @collegehockey.
Champions of the college hockey world!
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532.
So, are you enjoying our station? Well, now you can take us along on your mobile device wherever you go.
Wow!
The free Live 365 app is available for both Apple and Android devices.
That sounds like fun. I'll give it a try.
Just go to the Apple app or Google Play Store and download it today.
You're listening to WRDB, Western Reserve Digital Broadcasting, Youngstown, Warren, Salem, and around the world.
Are you ready to join the legacy? This is your chance to become part of something special with the Youngstown Patricians. Honoring the proud football tradition of the Valley, we're on the lookout for talented post-high school athletes who want to make their mark on the field. Whether you're a seasoned high school athlete, college, or former professional player, develop your skills and become part of a team that values hard work, dedication, and community spirit. Don't wait. Begin your path to the gridiron by visiting youngstownpat.com or contacting us on Facebook at the Youngstown Patricians. Be bold, be legendary, join the Youngstown Patricians today. Are you tired of switching apps just to catch your favorite shows and live events? Say hello to the iMedia1 Network app, your one-stop destination for streaming and everything that matters. From national sports to exclusive local content, Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast are now all in one place, anytime, anywhere. Download the free iMedia1 Network app on iOS and Android and unlock the future of sports audio in the palm of your hand. The iMedia1 Network, your sports app in the Valley. Are you ready to hit the gridiron and make your mark? The Cleveland Cobras are recruiting players and coaches for the upcoming Premier Amateur Football League season. We're looking for passion, grit, and the relentless drive to win. Whether you're a seasoned vet or hungry rookie, your shot starts now. Join a brotherhood, build a legacy, strike with the Cobras. Follow us on Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football, or for league information, visit PAFLfootball.com to get started today. Team, pride, Cobras. Village Tavern's been a beloved local landmark in Hubbard, Ohio for nearly a century, and now it's better than ever. Recently renovated and still serving up the same warm hospitality, the Village Tavern is your go-to spot for great food, cold drinks, and a laid-back atmosphere. Whether you're stopping in for dinner, catching up with friends, or just looking to relax, you'll enjoy a full menu of American favorites, rotating drink specials, and friendly service that makes every visit memorable. Be sure to visit the Village Tavern at 746 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to Repair That Glass. To learn more, go to villagetavern3.com.
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 68. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
So, are you enjoying our station? Well, now you can take us along on your mobile device wherever you go.
Wow!
The free Live 365 app is available for both Apple and Android devices.
That sounds like fun. I'll give it a try.
Just go to the Apple app or Google Play Store and download it today.
You're listening to WRDB, Western Reserve Digital Broadcasting, Youngstown, Warren, Salem, and around the world.
The stations that always keep you in the zone.
I love it.
It's awesome.
Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast, Youngstown, Ohio.
second and third period here at Center Ice Sports Complex. Jets headed into the locker room with a 2-1 lead over the Delta College Prep team. And it's been the Gage Weaver show here so far. First period with 12:44 left. Gage Weaver, the senior out of Strasburg, would convert on the power play. He would make it 1-0 in favor of the Jets. And then it would be Weaver again on the power play in the second period. Getting the assist from Stagmeyer and Black would make it 2-0. However, with 4:29 left in the second period, it would be Winfred Simpson bearing one for Delta. He would get the assist from Jonas Farman to make it 2-1 as we go into the break. Take a look at some local scores from around the valley here. Games you may have heard right here on the iMedia1 network or in the Youngstown area. On Friday night, the McDonald Blue Devils, they knock off the Warren JFK Eagles to advance in the OHSAA football playoffs. And, of course, the Poland Bulldogs get the 35-14 win over the Liberty Leopards there at Pavlansky Field in Poland. They will move on to take on the Girard Indians next Friday at Arrowhead Stadium. It'll be a rematch of a regular season game in which the Girard Indians won 29-28. The only difference in that game was a 2-point conversion. Earlier, the Ohio State Buckeyes, they get the 34-10 win over Purdue. And the Youngstown Penguins, 22 in the nation, knock off the number 16 Southern Illinois Salukis. And hopefully that will push YSU up a little bit further, trying to make the 1AA playoffs, or the FCS Championship Series, they call it now. Back in our day, it was the 1AA teams. But nonetheless, YSU gets the win. And they will move on to take on Indiana State next week. That game at the Ice Castle in Youngstown, I do believe. Bo Brungard today, 26 of 35 for 345 yards and 4 touchdowns. And Gilbert, he ran for 9. He had 9 carries for 149 yards. So well over a 10-yard average in the rushing game here for Youngstown State. Hensley would have 4 receptions for 70 yards and will contribute and give the Penguins the 48-38 win over Southern Illinois. We'll step aside one more time when we come back. Third period action here from the Center Ice Sports Complex in Jackson Township. You are listening to Can Akron Jets Hockey here on Western Reserve Radio 2, a part of the iMedia1 network.
Passion, talent, development. NCAA hockey offers all that, and its players graduate at a 90% rate. Joe Pavelski.
Backhand scores! Wow, what a goal!
Johnny Gaudreau. And Torrey Krug were stars on campus before the NHL stage. Whether you are a fan or a player, nothing compares to college hockey. Visit collegehockeyinc.com and follow @collegehockey.
Champions of the college hockey world!
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier. Then make sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
You missed his new haircut because you were busy not missing hockey. Never miss a goal with live game stories, only in the NHL app.
Discount Power Sports LLC is continuing to grow. They offer ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bicycles, while offering off-road power sport repair services. Located at 758 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to the newly renovated Village Tavern. Discount Power Sports LLC also offers financing and accepts all major credit cards. Discount Power Sports LLC, find them online at discountpowersports.biz. Discount Power Sports LLC, where value meets adventure.
Are you ready to join the legacy? This is your chance to become part of something special with the Youngstown Patricians. Honoring the proud football tradition of the Valley, we're on the lookout for talented post-high school athletes who want to make their mark on the field. Whether you're a seasoned high school athlete, college, or former professional player, develop your skills and become part of a team that values hard work, dedication, and community spirit. Don't wait. Begin your path to the gridiron by visiting youngstownpat.com or contacting us on Facebook at the Youngstown Patricians. Be bold, be legendary, join the Youngstown Patricians today. Are you tired of switching apps just to catch your favorite shows and live events? Say hello to the iMedia1 Network app, your one-stop destination for streaming and everything that matters. From national sports to exclusive local content, Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast are now all in one place, anytime, anywhere. Download the free iMedia1 Network app on iOS and Android and unlock the future of sports audio in the palm of your hand. The iMedia1 Network, your sports app in the Valley.
The stations that always keep you in the zone.
I love it.
It's awesome.
Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast, Youngstown, Ohio.
Teams make their way back to the ice after the cut, with the Canton Akron Jets with a 2-1 lead. More scores from earlier. The Grove City Wolverines, they head up to Cleveland to take on Case Western Reserve. They get the 28-14 win in PAC action. And then an update from the Cavelli Center in downtown Youngstown. The Youngstown Phantoms now taking a 2-0 lead over the Sioux Falls Stampede. Youngstown with the 6-2 win last night on home ice there in downtown Youngstown. Jankowski now will be in the net to our right. To our left. Charbonneau will be in the net to our right for Delta. Both goals credited to Gage Weaver, both on power plays. And for Delta, Winford Simpson would bury one as he would get the help from Jonas Farman. And we are underway here. Third period action. And Delta sending us back out to center. They've won the majority of the draws here. Been good on that with Chance. Chipping it back down into the offensive zone. Set up by Charbonneau, but it's going to be Stagmeyer that's going to step in and try to get kind of hung up there, actually, by Milne. Puck still loose there. Doris there trying to work down the slot. He'll have the puck knocked off the stick. Puck loose here, no possession. Now picked up by Lucas Milne. Down the far side. He'll have Gage Weaver in front of him. Craven now stepping to take the angle, and he's going to be able to tip that puck away just in time. And it's going to be a secondary shot coming up for Delta. Puck kind of sat for a second. And it'll end up behind the net to the right of Jankowski. Craven battling for it. He'll send it against the board, picked up by Doris. Doris going to send it around the far side. Take it from the shot from the circle to the left of Jankowski. Glove save for CAK. So Sean Houston looks a little happier this time in this game. Last game, not very happy there. Sean Houston, the head coach for the Canton Akron Jets. Mitch Gillespie, the head coach for Delta. And the Jets will have the puck on the near side. They'll work down against the boards. CAK will come out with it. Benson sending it across ice. He'll get it to Sif. Sif dropping it back to Benson. Benson will have it knocked off his stick, but he'll be backed up by Sif. And Benson will end up with it. He'll take the sharp angle shot off the pad. And he'll send it back out to the blue line. Pryor taking a shot. Can't make it through traffic. Wide left of the cage. That'll be Rossi nicely there for CAK. Puck still loose there. Tyler Benson keeping it in the zone. He'll chip it back behind Charbonneau. Back out to the blue line. Pryor will keep this one in. It was close. They also wanted an offside call. They won't get it. 13-11 left here in the third period. If you're just joining us, Jets with a 2-1 lead. Jim Craven with you. Caitlin Mold. Morrow passing this one down to Benson. Too much on it. It'll go around the kick plate. And Pryor will send this back behind the goal line. Back out to the top of the circle. Shamold takes a shot. And it's going to be swallowed up by Charbonneau. It's loose. He didn't see it, but he'll see it the second time. He'll cover it up, and the clock will stop with 12 minutes and 53 seconds left in the game. 2-1 is the Jets lead. That was the final score from earlier as well. Canton Akron will head down to Miami of Ohio next week. We'll spend the weekend down there. Beautiful campus down there at Miami of Ohio. Clock continues to run. Jets from behind the goal line. And Delta will take the puck. And it'll be Johnson. Johnson with an opportunity, but Jack Pryor being tenacious about it. He'll have the puck now, bring it back through center. He'll head down to the ice face first, but no call. Got tied up in traffic. Milne through center. Deacon Johnson right there to backhand it, but it'll be right back to the stick of a Delta player. And that'll be Simpson sending it down into the Delta offensive zone to the far side where Jack Pryor will initiate some contact. Still loose. Pryor trying to reach. Was being held, but was able just to reach that stick out far enough to get to it. Puck loose is Morrow now. We'll try to feed it through center. Deacon Johnson there as well. Two big bodies for Canton Akron. Puck loose here, and it's going to be chipped up into the Jets bench. And still a little chippy out here. Officials keeping a good hold on it, though, with 11:48 left in the third period. Weaver, Craven, Bell, Balestrino, and Blackout for Canton Akron. And again, Delta will win the faceoff. However, they will just ship it behind the goal line. Weaver send a D to Craven. Craven setting it up. Try to get it up to Ethan Bell. Bell will have to chase it down. And it's going to be settled at center, but picked up by Benedetto. Benedetto taking a shot wide right of the cage. Still loose behind the goal line. Now Weaver now sending it around the kick plate, but it'll be Walschmidt with it. He'll have it knocked away. It'll head it back out to center, and they'll try to get it back into the zone, but Weaver sending it D to D. Craven through center. Up the wall and into the zone as Charbonneau will come out. He'll set it up from behind the net. Lucas Black on the ice now for Canton Akron. Puck will sail back out to center. And Craven will send it right back down into the corner, and the only one closest to it is Jason Bertrand for Delta. Ollie Stagmeyer stepping in, stealing this one before it left the zone off the stick of Benedetto. And he'll trap down in the corner. Stagmeyer going to push a Delta player right off of him. No call there. As Delta will reset this one. They'll try to get it out of the zone. Canton Akron right there, though. Braden LaChance keeps it in, and he'll chip this one up over the glass and out of bounds. With 10:34 left in the third period, Jets still with a 2-1 lead. Face off to come to the right of Charbonneau. It'll be LaChance or CAK. 10:34 left here, third period. Jets with a 2-1 lead. Back out to the line. Morrow tried to shoot it through traffic. Delta will end up with it. They'll set it out to center. Max Morrow again will get it. He will chip it back down into the corner. He was close to center there, but officials will give him the benefit of the doubt as LaChance will chip this one back to Doris. Doris trying to find somebody to feed. Head Stagmeyer there. Fed it to Morrow. Morrow shot it right into the chest of Charbonneau. He let it go. Delta still with the puck now. Lucas Milne coming down the near board. Battling one-on-one with Pryor. Trying to wrap around there. Trying to get to the left side of Jankowski. And the puck now back to the right side. Jankowski reaching out as they start to pile up. Lucas Milne on the ice. And Jankowski will cover this one up as we stop the clock with 9:51 left. Third period. Lucas Milne now to take the face off. Against Rossi nicely to the right of Jankowski in the Jets defensive zone. Jets with a 2-1 lead. Working to the inside, takes a shot high over the cage. Aaron shot by Simpson. Nicely down the far board, trying to get into the zone. Two pink jerseys in front of him. And it will sail behind the goal line. He'll lose it, but Tyler Benson there. He will kick it back. It'll be picked up by Winfred Simpson. And it's going to be a race for the puck towards Jankowski. And Jankowski's going to stop that one. Pryor blew a tire, went down. But Jankowski able to get the save. And the puck will sail out to center. And Simpson He'll send this one D to D. He'll send it back to the near side. Alcacel behind the goal line, behind Jankowski, between Pryor and Morrow. Morrow now chipping it down ice, and this should be icing coming up against the Canton Akron Jet. No, they're going to say no icing. 9 minutes left here, third period. Tyler Benson from the circle to the left of Charbonneau takes a shot. Glove save. And Rossi nicely there as well, looking for a rebound shot. Couldn't get it, and the clock will stop with 8:52 left in this game. Dab, Craven, Johnson, Chavold, and Weaver out for Canton Akron. Jets with a slim 2-1 lead. Dab will take the face off to the left of Charbonneau for Canton Akron. Back down into the corner. One again by Owen Waldschmidt. Raven out at center. Tries to get this back down into the zone, and he'll chip it to the near side. Picked up by Cohen Waldschmidt. He'll bring it through center. Try to get a pass off there, but it'll go over the stick of Craven. Weaver there as he'll race Farman for the puck. Craven to the far side now with it. Trying to feed Chavold through center. Couldn't get it to him. And they're going to say there was icing, but obviously the Canton Akron bench highly disagrees with almost a sarcastic smile from head coach Sean Houston. So the draw to come to the left of Jankowski. Dab and Aiden Lenko in the circle. And once again, Delta will win it. They'll lose the puck there as Chavold pushes forward. Sebastian Dab with Deacon Johnson to his right. Try to feed it to him, but it's going to be knocked away by Jonas Farman. Puck loose in the circle now, picked up by Benedetto. Benedetto working around the net of Charbonneau. Puck loose now. Dab with a shot, and it's going to be a pad save by Charbonneau. Weaver trying to kick this back through center, but Delta with it. Will bring it to the near side, and it'll go off the stick of Lenko and back to Weaver. Weaver got just enough of it, send it down ice. Ethan Bell reach it in there, and he tries to take a shot. He got past Trey Klein. I don't think Klein saw him coming. Back out to center, off the stick. Off the skid of Sebastian Benedetto, and icing coming up against Delta. 7:29 left here, third period. Jets with a 2-1 lead down at the Cavelli Center. 5:58 left in the first period. Phantoms with a 2-0 lead over the Stampede. Face-off coming to the left of Charbonneau. Black in the circle. Balestrino, Bell, Morrow, Pryor, all out for Canton Akron. Morrow on the point. Take a half-hearted shot. Will be redirected in the upper right corner. Into the slot is Black. Black taking the shot, and it's going to go off the pad of Charbonneau and over the net. As Delta will keep this one in the zone. Send it out to center. Jack Pryor there. Pryor scanning, trying to find an option. He'll get it to Max Morrow. Morrow on the far side. Ran into some resistance. Jack Pryor will back him up. And Morrow now will pick it up from behind the net. He'll have Milne in front of him. Puck will sail all the way down. We'll get icing coming up against the Jets with 6:49 left in the third period. We'll bring this one back. They'll drop it to the right of Brett Jankowski. Jankowski from North Canton, senior out of Hoover High School. Chance with the face-off. This time won by Canton Akron. Ollie Stagmeyer trying to bring it down the near board. Had to gather it up and work his way through a couple of opposing players. Doris tried to drop it down to get it back to Stagmeyer. Stagmeyer stepping in there, go off the pad of Charbonneau. Doris on the upper right corner. So Chance now over to Craven. Craven on the far side. He'll chip it into the zone. Stagmeyer will be the closest one to it. He'll work against the board. Weaver taking a shot. Pad saved by Charbonneau. He'll ricochet to the far side. And Mason Doris will send us back down to the low area. Down behind the goal line. Craven going to keep it into the zone. And it's going to go high and above a Delta player Jason Bertrand will pick it up. He'll send it over to Votek Klusak. Craven going to lose his stick. He'll head to the bench and be replaced by Jack Pryor. 5:43 left here in the game. Jets with a 2-1 lead. Simpson trying to send it D to D, try to get it over to Klusak. And now Delta on the rush. Odd man rush, and they'll be content to send this one down ice. Jake Johnson chipping it down into the corner until he can get some help. Trey Klein try to send it down there, but going to be picked off by Sip. Sip with some speed. He'll have Benson to his right. Sip with an opportunity, takes a shot. And it's going to be a pad save by Charbonneau. Pryor. And Tyler Benson is going to be heading back to the bench again on the backside of the play. So we can get the call from the eye sticking. Will be the call against him.
That's twice now.
Tyler Benson claiming his stick was going to be held, and the official having none of that. We'll give you kind of an inside look at what goes on the ice. Some things look like good ideas on paper. All right. The Delta will go to the power play here. They trail by 1, 5:10 left here, third period. The chance for the faceoff to the left of Jankowski. And now it's going to be LaChance looking for the shorthanded goal as an opportunity. Takes a shot, pad save by Charbonneau. Klein now returning it with Delta. Try to get it back past Black. Black going to knock him off the puck. And Black half-heartedly was able to send this puck back to the blue line on the Delta side of the ice. 1:35 left on the man advantage for Delta. And Canton Akron stepping in here, trying to disrupt the play, and it will be Simpson with the puck, trying to work to the inside. Tries to work through Black, sends it to the far side, gets that over to Lenko. Lenko sending it around the kick plate. Closest one to it will be Jack Pryor. A chance. He'll blow a tire, try to get it out, and it's going to be a one-timer from the blue line. It'll go well high over the cage as Morrow tried to clear it into the bench, and I believe it's going to go off the stick of Aiden Lenko. And we'll kind of try to edit that one. We'll shut that down a little bit, as they're claiming this is going to go off Lenko's stick into the bench. And they'll take it down to the other end of the ice. I think that's what Sean Houston wanted. They wanted to take it back down to the Jets' offensive zone. 1:03 left on the man advantage for Delta. 4:13 left on the game clock. Coach Houston gave him a little smile and head shake like I'm very disappointed in you, but he was able to convince him as LaChance now will take the faceoff to the right of Charbonneau. Delta will win this one again. Klein down the far side. LaChance trying to take the angle. Klein will have to chip it in there, and it's going to be icing. I don't think he made it all the way down there. Indeed. With 54 seconds left on the power play, Canton Akron will have the benefit of dropping this one in their offensive zone. 4:04 left in the game. 54 seconds left on the power play. LaChance again to the right of Charbonneau. Delta will win this one again. Sing along if you know the words. Simpson setting it up from the far side. He'll drop the pass. LaChance reaching in there to redirect him. Simpson from the near board. Black in front of him as well as Jack Pryor. Simpson just taking it around the boards. Canton Akron content to let him do that. Aiden Lenko on the point. Send it back around. Jack Pryor, the closest one to it. Lucas Milne there as well. They'll have some contact. It'll get tied up. And with 18 seconds left here, Canton Akron tying up the puck on the lower left corner here to our left. And we're going to get a whistle. They'll bring it out. We'll drop it again. Canton Akron able to waste some significant time there. They'll have 11 seconds left on the power play. LaChance will take the face off. He's out there with Black. So it'll be Black, Pryor, Trying to get the other two numbers here. Couldn't see them as well. And it's going to be LaChance with Black to his left. Opportunity for a shorthanded goal. 3 seconds left on the power play. And that's going to expire. Wraparound. And LaChance tried, but it was stopped on a nice play by Matej Krashovic. And we'll get the whistle. I believe they knocked the net off its moorings. Plenty of action here. 3:06 left here in the third period. Jets with a 2-1 lead. Down at the Cavelli Center in downtown Youngstown. The Youngstown Phantoms with a 2-0 lead over the Sioux Falls Stampede. Sebastian Dabb for the draw to the right of Charbonneau for Canton Akron. Delta will win this one. They'll send it around a kick plate. Gage Weaver there. He'll chip it back to Chavold. Chavold try to take a shot, fanned on it. And he will send this one into the net on the second attempt. And we'll have just under 3 minutes to play here in this game. So Craven, Chavold, Deacon Johnson, Dabb, and Weaver out. For Canton Akron. They'll drop it to the left of Sean Charbonneau. Dabb taking the face-off. Shot off the face-off, but picked up by Waldschmidt. Waldschmidt sending it through center ice. It'll go off the back of the calf of Tyler Paul. And then be sent down behind the net of Jankowski. Craven on the far wall. Looking for an option. He's going to take it himself. Trying to work past Benedetto. He'll send it back behind the goal line. Craven will chase it down. He'll be surrounded by pink jerseys. Dabb standing in a high slot, looking for anybody. As this one, Dabb trying to reach around to take a spinning shot, but it has going to have the puck ripped away from him. And it's going to be Benedetto taking the shot, going to go high over the head of Jankowski. Craven had the puck there, got the feed, but was upended. And now Craven sent it down into the zone, and we're going to get a whistle. I believe the official says it went up in the bench or made contact with somebody on the bench. That was the indication anyway. Clock will stop with 2:04 remaining in the game. Face off from center. Be Rossi nicely. For Canton Akron. Puck loose now. Lucas Milne will grab it. He'll drop it. An errant pass for Rossi nicely. He tries to take a shot. Rebound. Puck is out there. Covered up by Charbonneau. And we're going to have a pile up as Rossi nicely is going to take a few shots. And we got a good old-fashioned melee going on down in the Jets offensive zone. Charbonneau involved as well. 1:49 left in the game. Max Morrow being pulled out. Rossi nicely still expressing his interest in engaging. And if you ever need a mental image of Rossi nicely, think of, I don't know, Brad Marchand. He can somewhat irritate a few players. So right now it looks like Trey Klein headed to the box, and it looks like, is he the only one going? So Klein going to the box, and I don't see anybody else going. So out of all of that, with 1:49 left here in the third period, Raven going to go out there and try to get an explanation, and I don't think he wants to convince them otherwise, because right now Trey Klein is the only one in the box. With 1:49 left. 2-1 is the score. Jets with the lead.
It's a zoo out here.
So, alternate captain Will Craven. Said it's a zoo out here. It's chaos. So, how can you not love hockey here on a Saturday afternoon? Youngstown Phantom still with a 2-0 lead over the Sioux Falls. All right. So the official's going to talk this one over, see if they're going to take anybody else. But right now, Trey Klein, the only one in the box. So we'll see what's after some discussion, or I don't know if we're having a cooling off period or what the deal is here, but have a delay. Captain's out here in front of the scorer's table. Aiden Lenko, Will Craven. Matter of fact, Lenko and Craven going at it in game number 1. Having a little bit of a chuckle here. So the officials still trying to sort this one out. There was a pile of bodies going on there, but I don't know if they're going to decide to take anybody else here. Close game here, 2-1. So you want to get this right, but I guess they would have justification to send multiple people from both teams and play. How many can we fit in the penalty box? I believe we've seen that game before. You would be amazed how many can get in there. So the officials still talking. Craven and Lenko still hanging out there in front of the scorer's table looking for an explanation. 1:49 left here, third period. 2-1 is the score. Jets with the lead. And I don't know how much of the discussion we're going to have here. Nothing's being written down. So the question may be, who are they going to take from the Jets? And right now, neither one of them look like they're convinced that. All right, so finally, after the officials have their discussion, Craven and Lenko will hang out in front of the scorer's table. They'll give the final decision to head coach Sean Houston first. See if we can pick up some of the audio from across the ice here. All right, so right now we can't pick up pretty much anything. They're talking pretty close quarters. I believe Connor Mold, who played in the first game, is trying to add his 2 cents in. Mold getting the win earlier. Stopped all but one shot for Canton Akron. Jankowski so far doing the same thing, stopping all but one shot, but with this delay in the game, Charbonneau and Jankowski may have to warm up again. All right, so we'll see if we can get a final resolution from our officials.
'21, 5-minute major for fighting and a game misconduct.
Okay, so
That only 5-minute major for fighting and a game misconduct. 84 blue, 5-minute major for fighting and a game misconduct. 21 blue, 5-minute major for fighting and a game misconduct.
all right, so we get a host of those. Sean Charbonneau will take the 5-minute major and the game misconduct. Max Morrow will also take a 5-minute major and a game misconduct. So nicely. And Morrow will head to the locker room. Charbonneau will be replaced in net by Dryden Walschmidt. So, and then out of all of that, Trey Klein. Okay, he was also sent back to the locker room. All right, so when it's all said and done here, Trey Klein will get the 5-minute major and the game misconduct, as will Sean Charbonneau. For the Canton Akron Jets, it will be Max Morrow and Rossi Nicely, ending their night 1 minute and 49 seconds early. And at some point here, we will finish the last 149 here in this very close 2-1 game. And after an explanation to the Delta College Prep coaching staff, I think just about we are ready to get back to hockey. Updated score from downtown Youngstown. Phantom still with a 2-0 lead over the Sioux Falls Stampede. Matt Lipsack on the call over on Western Reserve Radio with that one. As soon as we're done here, we highly encourage you, switch over. Listen to the voice of the Phantoms as he brings you all the action as the Phantoms try to win 2 in a row. They get the 6-2 win last night over Sioux Falls. And then the Phantoms will be on the road next weekend. Canton Akron Jets will head to Miami of Ohio for a series of games. All right, we're going to play some hockey here for the next minute 49. Faceoff going to come just outside of the Jets' offensive zone. LaChance taking the faceoff against Simpson. And we're playing hockey as Mason Doris has the puck on the far side for Canton Akron. And it'll be Dryden Walshman again back in net to replace the dismissed Sean Charbonneau. So back out the center. Weaver dropping it to Craven. Craven setting out center. Gets it to Braden LaChance. LaChance working to the inside. He's got Doris waiting in the slot, but didn't get to the puck fast enough, and the play wouldn't develop. Weaver at the point as Delta now will send his puck across the ice. Try to get it out to Johnson. Craven, though, will send it right back down ice, and it will slowly reach the goal line. No icing coming up. Officials waved it off. LaChance with the shot, wraps around, goal! Braden LaChance makes it a 3-1 game with 56.2 seconds left in the third period. LaChance, I believe the assist is going to come from Mason Doris. I don't know that officially, but I believe that's what it was. And the Canton Akron Jets maybe put the nail in the coffin in this one with a 3-1 lead, 56.2 seconds left. As LaChance will come back out for the faceoff. Adelenko for Delta. Craven up against the far board. He'll backhand this out to Lucas Black. Black just going to chip it down into the zone. Try to eat up the last 48 seconds of the third period. Puck loose there. Chance going to set it down. Chance takes a shot. Glove save. Covered up by Dryden Walschmidt. 2 Walschmidts on the roster for Delta. Also his brother Cohen Walschmidt, number 4. I believe they're brothers. 3-1 is your score. Jets with the lead. 37 seconds left here in this third period. Black will take the face-off to the left of Walschmidt. Right off the face-off, Black will trickle this one over, easily covered up by the new netminder, who replaced Charbonneau. Charbonneau with a 5-minute major and a game misconduct. Puck sent around by Bertrand. Bertrand out to the point. Craven. Craven from the circle. Going to take the shot. Couldn't make it through traffic. He'll head it back out. Craven with a second one. Takes a one-timer, and it's going to hit the back of the net. 18 seconds left in the game. And Will Craven calls it, says, that's it. We're done. 4-1 is your score. Took him 2 or 3 shots to get it, but he made good on that. And there's the problem you have when you replace your goalie. You bring in a cold. Dryden Walschmidt. A lot to ask from him, but Craven with the one-timer from the point. Increases the Canton Akron lead to 4-1. His first goal of the 2025-2026 season. A chance to take the face-off against Rapavy. This will go over the stick of Craven. Craven trying to backhand and get it away from Jason Black. Now Lucas Black delivering a shot there. He'll try to tie this puck up in the next 8 seconds. And he'll take a shot on goal, swallowed up by Jankowski. That'll leave us with 3 seconds left in regulation. Jets with a 4-1 lead. We'll drop this one to the left of Jankowski. Chance safely going to send this one down behind the goal line. Weaver there, and that will bring us to the end of this one. After 3 periods, the Jets get the 4-1 lead. They sweep the doubleheader today. They go 2-0 against the Delta College Prep team. We're going to step aside for a timeout. We come back. We'll give you some of the fun numbers. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about penalties, because there were a few of those. All that and more are coming up here You are listening to the Canton Akron Jets here on Western Reserve Radio 2, part of the iMedia.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier. Then make sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Are you tired of switching apps just to catch your favorite shows and live events? Say hello to the iMedia1 Network app, your one-stop destination for streaming and everything that matters. From national sports to exclusive local content, Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast are now all in one place, anytime, anywhere. Download the free iMedia1 Network app on iOS and Android and unlock the future of sports audio in the palm of your hand. The iMedia1 Network, your sports app in the Valley. Are you ready to join the legacy? This is your chance to become part of something special with the Youngstown Patricians. Honoring the proud football tradition of the Valley, we're on the lookout for talented post-high school athletes who want to make their mark on the field. Whether you're a seasoned high school athlete, college, or former professional player, develop your skills and become part of a team that values hard work, dedication, and community spirit. Don't wait. Begin your path to the gridiron by visiting youngstownpat.com or contacting us on Facebook at the Youngstown Patricians. Be bold, be legendary, join the Youngstown Patricians today. Village Tavern's been a beloved local landmark in Hubbard, Ohio for nearly a century, and now it's better than ever. Recently renovated and still serving up the same warm hospitality, the Village Tavern is your go-to spot for great food, cold drinks, and a laid-back atmosphere. Whether you're stopping in for dinner, catching up with friends, or just looking to relax, you'll enjoy a full menu of American favorites, rotating drink specials, and friendly service that makes every visit memorable. Be sure to visit the Village Tavern at 746 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to Repair That Glass. To learn more, go to villagetavern3.com.
Discount Power Sports LLC is continuing to grow. They offer ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bicycles, while offering off-road power sport repair services. Located at 758 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to the newly renovated Village Tavern. Discount Power Sports LLC also offers financing and accepts all major credit cards. Discount Power Sports LLC, find them online at discountpowersports.biz. Discount Power Sports LLC, where value meets adventure.
Passion, talent, development. NCAA hockey offers all that, and its players graduate at a 90% rate. Joe Pavelski.
Backhand scores! Wow, what a goal!
Johnny Gaudreau. And Torrey Krug were stars on campus before the NHL stage. Whether you are a fan or a player, nothing compares to college hockey. Visit collegehockeyinc.com and follow @collegehockey.
Champions of the college hockey world! Someone's got to set the tone out there, boys. Someone's got to set it.
The station that sets the tone for Youngstown Phantoms hockey is Western Reserve Radio. WRDB, The Scourge.
Township as the Canton Akron Jets get the 4-1 win over the Delta College Prep team. Take a look at the scoring recap, how we got here. First period action, it would be Gage Weaver on a power play. It would bury it for the Canton Akron Jets, give them a 1-0 lead. However, with 9:55 left in that first period, it would be Jack Barbieri sent back to the locker room for a 5-minute major and a misconduct. We would not see him for the rest of the night. At 13:47, it would be Milne for holding for Delta and roughing by Lenko at 11:54. And then also it would be Tony Guadagno headed to the locker room. He would be charged in the melee with Jack Barbieri for the 5-minute misconduct, or excuse me, for the 5-minute major and the misconduct. So it would be Barbieri and Guadagno with early days done there. Second period action. Gage Weaver would get his second goal of the day on the feed from Stagmeyer and Black. That would be a power play goal. That would give the Jets a 2-0 lead. However, with 4:29 left in the second period, it would be Winfred Simpson getting the getting the help from Jonas Farman. It would cut the Canton Akron lead to 2-1. With With 3:24 left, Benson would take a hooking penalty, and with 14:45 would be Benedetto for Delta, and for roughing in 11:39, it would be checking from behind for Johnson for Delta as well. Third period action. With just 56 seconds left, Braden LaChance would bury one to give the Canton Akron Jets the 3-1 lead. And this was after a series of 5-minute majors and misconducts, as Max Morrow and Rossi Nicely would be sent to the showers there. And it would also be Sean Charbonneau, the goalie, sent back as well as Trey Klein. When was all said and was done, the final score ended up being 4-1. Brent Jankowski, great day for him. He stopped 19 out of 20. And between Charbonneau and Walschmidt, they stopped 20 out of 24. Walschmidt coming in to spell Sean Charbonneau, again, who was sent to the locker room on the 5-minute major and the game misconduct. Canton Akron Jets will be back in action next week. They will head down to Miami of Ohio for a series of games there on Saturday and Sunday. We'll bring you all the action here on the iMedia1 network. You can catch all the action on the iMedia1 network audio app, available for iOS and Android. One last update from downtown Youngstown. The Youngstown Phantoms with a 2-0 lead over the Sioux Falls Stampede. When we leave here, we will join them in progress with the voice of the Phantoms, Matt Lipsack. And of course, Youngstown State and Ohio State, if you were from the Youngstown area, both the teams get wins today. 34-10 for the Ohio State Buckeyes. They knock off Purdue. And Youngstown State, number 22 in the nation, knock off number 16, Northern Illinois. That should help their chances of trying to get in to the playoffs in 1AA. So for Caitlin Mold, I'm Jim Craven. Thanks for joining us here this afternoon here for Canton Akron Jets hockey. We look forward to seeing you next Friday for the Youngstown Patricians High School football game of the week. And of course, more Canton Akron Jets hockey coming up here on the iMedia1 network. We now take you to Youngstown with a game already in progress. It's the Youngstown Phantoms with the 2-0 lead over the Sioux Falls Stampede. Have a good night, everybody.
Time of the penalty on Logan Renkowski is 11:06. Faceoffs looks like it will be to the left of Feldbergs, who has stopped 13 out of 15 here this evening. Schultz to take the draw against Rusinski. Rusinski with the face-off win. Across the slot. Shot! Scores! Let's go fishing with dynamite. It's Evan Jardine ripping one past Feldberg just 3 seconds into the power play. And Youngstown leads 3-0. Time of the goal, 11:09. And that's almost too easy for Evan Jardine. Had the defender on his hip, skated left, shot right, and beat Feldbergs to the gloves.